Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome our 2021 graduating class.
Okay. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Innovation Central JROTC and the singing of the national anthem performed by the students from Ottawa Hills High School, Grand Rapids University Preparatory Academy, C.A. Frost Middle High School, and Union High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose brush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Joining me on stage this evening are Ms. Jen Schottke, President, Board of Education, Dr. Ledrian Roby, Superintendent of Schools, and Mr. Rodney Lewis, Executive Director of High Schools and Alternative Education. Also joining us from the audience tonight are Dr. Tony Baker, Board of Education member, Ms. Christian Grant, Board of Education member, Ms. Catherine Downs Lewis, Board of Education member, Reverend John Matias, Board of Education member, and Dr. Ron Gorman, Deputy Superintendent of Pre-K through 12 Leadership and Learning. In addition, I would like to acknowledge several of our cabinet members who are seated in the audience. Please rise. Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercises for Innovation Central and Grand Rapids Montessori High Schools, senior class of 2021. First, I would like to congratulate the graduating seniors. You have come a long way since your freshman year, and you should be proud of your accomplishments tonight. We would like to welcome and thank all of the parents, grandparents, family, and friends to this special occasion. It is an honor and privilege to welcome each of you here, as you have all played an important role in the success of the students graduating today. To the class of 2021, tonight is your night. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Roby, Superintendent of Schools.
Greetings to parents, grandparents, friends, family, staff, board members, and other guests. And to the class of 2021, congratulations, Innovation Central and Grand Rapids Montessori. You have shown your grit this year. I promise you I will not be making any comments related to the pandemic. We have all heard enough. This is about you and your commitment to your future. The fact that this community is so very proud of all of you. It's an exciting time. You have demonstrated your academic ability, creativity, your perseverance, and I'm extremely honored to share some words of encouragement and tips for continuing to build upon your successes. I thought long and hard about what I wanted to share with you, and I narrowed it down to 5 tips that I want to take just a few moments to share. Number 1, freedom is bittersweet. I know everyone cannot wait until they become an adult to make their own decisions. Freedom is a great feeling, but you have to watch it. Freedom can be deceptive. It can trick you, convince you to skip class, call in sick for work, or you might find yourself saying, missing one day, it's not gonna hurt, or I'll finish that later. After all, there's no one to lecture you, punish you, keep you after school for detention. I want to caution you, freedom allows you to go to some wonderful new places, meet interesting people, experience new things. But freedom can quickly trick you and cause you to lose control. Number 2, your parents and grandparents are smarter than you think. Many of the things that they have tried to teach you will finally register as you are living your adult life. Their sayings will play over and over in your mind, and you may have heard a couple of these before. You reap what you sow. When it rains, it pours. Everything happens for a reason. Money does not grow on trees, and the grass is always greener. Yep, you may think that some of these are outdated cliches, even corny, but your parents' voices will come ringing in your ears at a future date, and you'll realize the wisdom of their advice. And for the record, money does not grow on trees. Number 3, never be afraid to recreate yourself. There are certain milestones where you get to start over. Graduation is one of those transitions. High school students transitioning to college or the workforce, college students transitioning to careers. These are all fresh starts. Class of 2021, you're beginning a new phase, a new you. If you were not a strong high school student, guess what? You can be a strong college one. If you barely made it out of college, guess what? Once you get your first job, no one will care what your GPA was. They'll want to know what type of employee, colleague, person you are. Do you demonstrate dedication, loyalty? Do you have a strong work ethic? Are you a team player? Related to recreating yourself is number 4. Mistakes are inevitable. This may feel like an odd thing to say at a graduation celebration, but sometimes you're going to make the wrong choice from time to time. We all do. Embrace your mistakes, and what I mean by that, learn from them. Reflect on what you can improve upon and what you're going to do differently. And while one wrong decision can change your life forever, most mistakes will not end the world. As a matter of fact, some of the most inspiring discoveries have actually come from mistakes. Spencer Silver, the scientist from 3M, was trying to develop a stronger glue. He created a glue that was weaker than usual, and of course, he's disappointed. Another scientist discovered that the glue was great for sticking notes in a book because the notes could be easily removed, and that's how Post-it notes were born. Other examples of mistakes: nonstick pans, silly putty, penicillin, potato chips, microwave ovens, even Coca-Cola. Remember, the mistake is only the test. The lesson is what you learn from it, and that can lead to something truly amazing. 5, last but not least, remember, success is personal. You cannot judge it for others, and do not allow others to judge it for you. While going to college may be the next step for some of you, finding a job is just as commendable for others. Money is not everything, and often we admire lawyers and doctors and athletes and famous celebrities. There's much to be said about regular folk in our world, people here who act as role models for those who come after us. Focus on quality versus quantity. Focus on whether your life brings you happiness, but most of all, do your choices bring you peace? That is success. Finally, continue to challenge yourself to evolve to become the better person than you are today. Be positive. Be an active member of our community. Give more than you ask for in return. Grow stronger in your convictions and in your faith. Be the better friend. Come back to GRPS. You've been an important part of our family for many years, and we want to be an important part of yours in the future. I know that each of you has the potential to positively impact our world and our community. I look forward to learning about your future successes. Congratulations again to the class of 2021, and be blessed.
Thank you, Superintendent Roby. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Rodney Lewis, Executive Director of High Schools and Alternative Education. Immediately following Mr. Lewis will be Mrs. Carrie Reed, Principal of Grand Rapids Montessori High School, and Mr. Mark Frost, Principal of Innovation Central High School.
Good evening, parents, guardians, family, and friends. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. To the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education, led by President Shockey, Dr. Leadrian Roby, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Ron Gorman, Deputy Superintendent, Larry Johnson, Chief of Staff, and Cabinet members. Thank you for your welcome attendance at tonight's ceremony. A special thank you to our security, facilities, and MIS teams. Without their hard work and dedication, tonight would not have been possible. To the teachers, support staff, administrative assistants, and community partners, thank you for all your hard work in leading, educating, supporting, and investing in our graduates. At this time, I would like to offer a special recognition to the graduating class of 2021, who have worked above and beyond the call of duty to reach the end of their journey. Tonight, we are assembled to celebrate your achievement of graduating from Innovation Central and Grand Rapids Montessori. Each of you have displayed the will, the resilience, the internal fortitude, and the grit in completing the graduation requirements. It's not where you started as a freshman, it's how you finish as a senior. At the end of your 48-month journey, which is tonight, it is solely about being a graduate from the Grand Rapids Public Schools and representing your school. Because of your hard work and dedication, your journey is complete. Over the course of your journey, each of you have created lasting memories and friendships that you cherish for a lifetime. At this time, you had to encourage and uplift one another. You took the right action in supporting your friends and speaking the absolute truth. Leading up to tonight, every graduate had high aspirations and displayed perseverance during the educational pursuit of your diploma. I share an excerpt from the poem titled "See It Through," written by Edgar A. Gust. When you're up against trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do all you can do. You may fail, you may conquer, see it through. Class of 2021, please understand that you are now entering a global society, be it post-secondary or the workforce. It is vital that you continue to be a lifelong learner and a contributor to our community. In closing, to the graduates, family members, friends, community at large, we thank you for allowing us to positively educate the graduates this evening. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021.
Good evening. I would like to begin by thanking Superintendent Dr. Roby, our board members, cabinet members, friends, family, and staff members for supporting our seniors throughout their years at Grand Rapids Public Schools and making this night possible. These graduates are here today because of the encouragement and compassion that all of you have shown them throughout their academic journey. Thank you. I also want to praise our graduates. Your hard work has paid off. Tonight is a time to celebrate everything you have accomplished so far. The story of the class of 2021 will be one that nobody will be able to forget. You conquered difficult classes, tests, weeks, and even years. You stayed focused, worked hard, and you persevered. All of this has been done in the shadow of the COVID-19 pandemic that has changed our world. It is now your challenge to observe this new world and work to make that change a positive one for all of us. As you celebrate this day, remember all of the people who have stood by your side during this journey. Your parents, family members, your friends, teachers, and classmates that have been there for you. Cherish the memories you have created along the way. At this time, I want to thank each of my Grand Rapids Montessori seniors for all that you've taught me during the last 6 years. I am honored to know each of you and to be a part of the class of 2021 family. Grand Rapids Montessori will not be the same without each of you, and each of you has left a mark at our school. Today is a new beginning. The future holds many challenges for each of you. Remember that you can overcome every challenge life throws at you. You graduated in the face of a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. I encourage you to take the time to set goals, make plans, and dream big. Most importantly, believe in yourself and do what you love. In just a few moments, you, the class of 2021, will receive diplomas to signify your graduation from high school. The diplomas you will receive represent years of hard work, dedication, and commitment. As you go out into the world to navigate your next steps in life, my advice to each of you is to follow your dreams. Set your sights high and know that with hard work and determination, you can do anything you set your mind to. Congratulations, Grand Rapids Montessori and Innovation Central, class of 2021. I now have the pleasure to introduce the Grand Rapids Montessori Valedictorian, Antonio Ojeda. Antonio is the son of Luis Ojeda and Ermelinda Mijando. Antonio will be attending Grand Rapids Community College in the fall, where he will study pre-med. At this time, I invite Antonio Ojeda to the podium to deliver his address.
Good afternoon. To the graduating class of 2021, I'd first like to begin by saying that I really don't like speeches. I've never been good at writing them or presenting them, but I stand before you as the 2021 Montessori Valedictorian, and I still have yet to know what that means, as I don't even know what it means to be myself, as I have been shaped by my life experiences and my friends. I'd like to first personally thank all the teachers, students, and families that could attend the graduation. I'd like to thank my classmates for never giving up on school and seeing it through to the end, as well as my friends for helping me grow and who have served as my motivation and inspiration throughout the years. Many of you have worked hard, even harder than I have for this spot, and I thank you for allowing me to represent our class as a whole. As I reflect on my years in school, I can say that I have never been more proud to be a part of something so great. Over the years, I may have been shy, reserved, and overall dubbed the quiet kid, but I feel like that it is a 1 in a million chance that I stand here to share all of my thoughts with you. Looking out to a crowd, I see countless faces of joy and apprehension, each smiling knowing that we have finally finished high school. We have shared countless memories, good and bad, most of them funny. Of our many years together, I will never forget our 7th grade. This was our first big transition into the opportunity that I got to connect to all of you. Many of us have seen each other grow into the shining adults we are today. I'd like to say that everyone was an excellent role model, teacher, leader, and friend. I also like to thank all of you for teaching me how to be a confident leader and a great friend. Stored away in a corner of the school, separated from Innovation Central, we have learned to become an inseparable group of amazing friends and students. I can proudly say that I'm one of the many graduating students of the Montessori class of 2020. After overcoming adversity, separation, and isolation, we should be proud of this accomplishment that we have achieved together. Thank you.
Very well done, Antonio. Big round of applause for Antonio, please. Hello, Superintendent Roby, Board of Education members, cabinet members, parents, guardians, family members, friends, and special guests. My name is Mark Frost, and I'm the principal of Innovation Central High School. Seniors of the class of 2021, graduation day is all about you, but I'll get to you in a minute. I'd like to start off first by talking to your parents and guardians. Parents and guardians, yes, this is your child's graduation day, but this day belongs to you as much as it belongs to them. You have supported and encouraged and clapped for your children all throughout their lives, from when they learned to walk and talk, and when they went off to their first day of kindergarten, and when they played sports and took part in many other things and events. Whatever they have done over the years, on their way to graduation day, you have been there. And I've tried to do the same with my own daughter throughout her life. My parents did the same for me from the time I was born by supporting me, encouraging me, and clapping for me. If not for this type of direct support from my own parents throughout my years in high school and beyond, I definitely would not be here on this graduation stage talking to you, and I don't know what I would have ended up doing. And they're still pushing and supporting me, and I'm better for it. So parents and guardians, you have to know that you are still critically important in your children's lives for who they will become. And I want to encourage all of you to continue to support and clap for your children after today, whether they're going off to college in another city, or are taking college classes and living at home, or whether they're jumping right into the workforce after graduation. They all will need your continued and consistent support to propel them to becoming the type of professional that you want them to become and that we have pushed them to become here at Innovation Central. I also want to thank you for putting up with my robocalls without complaining to the district. And lastly, I want to thank you for coming to our family night events over the last 4 years. I've really appreciated your support, and these family night events are one of the many things that make our school unique. We have all wanted the same thing, and that was to give your kids the best education possible, and we have tried to do just that. So thank you, parents and guardians, for everything, and keep that support for your children going even as they head into the real world. Now, seniors of the class of 2021, I'd like to turn our attention to 2 retiring staff members. The first is Ms. Patty Boheis. Ms. Boheis has been a teacher for 33 years, with the last 23 here in Grand Rapids Public Schools. She has taught math, PE, health at Iroquois Middle, Montessori, Southwest Academic Center, Central High School, and finally, Innovation Central High School. She says that building student relationships is the most important memory that she will take away from teaching. In retirement, Ms. Boheis plans to take some trips, hike, bike, play tennis, and work part-time. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I speak for the whole staff when I say that we wish you all the best in retirement. Ms. Boheis, everybody. Our next retiree is Ms. Brenda Cook. Mrs. Cook has been a teacher for 19 years, all of them in GRPS, with 11 of them at Creston High School and 8 of them here at Innovation Central High School. She has taught English, creative writing, and the business classes of entrepreneurship, marketing, business law, accounting, advanced accounting, and she has run the school store. Mrs. Cook has been incredibly instrumental in the growth and development of our Academy of Business Leadership and Entrepreneurship program, and she personally wrote the curriculum for these business courses. The highlight of teaching for Mrs. Cook was seeing her DECA students compete and win medals at regional and state competitions every year, and seeing that her students were equipped with the skills and knowledge to succeed in the business world. Mrs. Cook plans to run her store, her online business in her retirement, and she plans to continue to be as great a mom as possible to her 7-year-old son, Heath. Sounds like a great retirement plan to me, and I again speak for the Innovation Central staff when I say that we wish you all the best in retirement as well. You deserve it. Mrs. Cook, everybody. As far as the Innovation Central staff members who are not retiring, it would be extremely difficult to assemble a greater staff than what we have in our school. From teachers to counselors and advisors, to security officers, to secretaries, and to all the other support staff members, we have some of the very best in education right here at Innovation Central High School. I would not trade you as a group for any other staff anywhere. The ownership that many of you have taken over the academies, the curriculum areas, the scholarships and jobs, the after-school programs, and more has been unbelievable and is the real reason why Innovation Central High School functions so well year after year. People just don't understand the amount of cooperation and organization of a tremendous number of details that running the school requires, and we have all of that here at Innovation Central. And I want to thank my administrative team of Ms. Letitia Whitehead and Ms. Natasha Cottage. They've truly been excellent this year. I want to say to all the Innovation Central staff that I am extremely fortunate to have worked with you in making the school what it has become these last 8 years. And I want to publicly thank Mr. Troy Wilbon, Principal of Southeast Career Pathways, and Mr. Rodney Brown, Principal of the Learning Center, as well as Mrs. Lisa Cook, who is a counselor for both of these schools, for their help in making sure that some of our seniors here followed through and are graduating today. Big round of applause for our staff members. Seniors, now finally it's your turn. A year and a half ago, that's right. A year and a half ago, none of us imagined that your senior year would go like it has. And you'll always remember this year, but I think as time moves on, you will remember your 9th through 11th grade years as your real high school experience. And I hope you remember the things that made our school special, like the monthly mentor meetings, the monthly academy and grade level meetings, our cultural assemblies, our grade level competition assemblies, all the guest speakers from the unbelievable number of community partnerships that we have, the many field trips that you took, your academy-specific classes, and your teachers and the staff, and our great historic building. I hope you remember it all. I hope you realize later in life just what a unique experience you had here. But as you look ahead, I want to leave you with just a couple ideas. And one of those ideas is from a poem I just recently read, written by Mother Teresa, that was painted on a wall of a small restaurant that I saw while eating with my daughter. And out of the many lines of this poem, here are just a few. Life is a challenge. Meet it. Life is sorrow. Overcome it. Life is a duty. Complete it. Life is a song. Sing it. There's much more to this poem, but you get the idea. Life is complex and will be not just one thing for any of you. Life will be long for most all of you. And if you work hard with focus and a plan, you can rise to the top of whatever you choose to do, but it takes hard work and effort and determination on your part. We at Innovation Central have tried to give you the skills and knowledge to help you gain a career and a profession in life after high school, and I hope each one of you does become a successful professional that we have tried to help you become. The second idea ties right in with the first, and that is to find a career and a job that you want to do. Having a career doing something you like will seem less like work and more of a calling. That is how it has gone for me in my career, and I sincerely hope that is how it goes for you. Seniors, It sincerely has been my pleasure to get to know you individually and as a class, and I wish you nothing but success in the future. Innovation Central Class of 2021, congratulations on your graduation. Our next speaker for the evening is our class salutatorian, Christopher Sanchez Tamayo. Mr. Sanchez Tamayo, a member of the Academy of Design and Construction, is the son of Claudia Tamayo and Adolfo Sanchez. He was a Dean's List and a 4.0 student throughout his career at Innovation Central. Christopher attended 4 semesters at West Michigan Center for Arts and Technology, WMCAT, focusing on illustration, graphic design, and video game design. He is the winner of the Board of Education General Trust Fund Award, the MCAN Scholarship, plus numerous other achievement awards. He plans to attend the University of Michigan in the fall, aiming for a PhD in dentistry. At this time, I invite Christopher Sanchez Tamayo to the podium to deliver his address. Christopher.
Good evening. Welcome parents, guardians, every other family member, and Innovation Central High School teachers and staff. Welcome 2021 seniors. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for coming to honor the seniors that are graduating in a historically hectic time. And a year that has been full of unprecedented events. It is, without a doubt, a year to remember with all the additional challenges we have endured. To all my fellow classmates that are present in this room, in this stadium, you should feel proud of all that you've accomplished. Yes, feel proud for finally reaching the finish line. Feel proud for all the achievements you earned along the way. And feel proud of the growth you have shown as individuals and the foundation that is growth built upon. Feel proud that you stayed motivated through the years of hard work it took to get here. And most importantly, feel proud that you persevered through every obstacle that came your way and how you continue to move past each and every one of them. We all have had different experiences and challenges that have shaped who we are today, but we all share one common challenge: to keep our eyes on such a great accomplishment as our graduation, all while enduring a global pandemic. We share the experience of having to stay vigilant to our work, the requirements that were placed upon us, as well as an awareness about what the world had in store for us. We had to come out of our comfort zones and our sense of normalcy and shift towards a new way of learning. Some of you may have recognized and were comfortable with learning virtually. But I think it's safe to say the majority had quite a bit of trouble with the sudden shift thrust upon us in the new of our attending our school and completing our work. Staying home was such a big hurdle in itself. It was so ridiculously easy to get distracted and while being home or finding your way back in your comfy beds. Then tell ourselves we will do the assignments later. The amount of work felt like it doubled even. You can recall a student emailed Mr. Frost about how the work in virtual learning has felt overwhelming and is hard to keep up with. Many of us felt this way, but this student chose not to stay silent and gave feedback on the way things were, because the reality is sudden change is a challenge for teachers too. The insignificant amount of time we had for normal activities and to learn had to be compensated, and it was a struggle without assigning too much. Sometimes I had to sacrifice some of my sleep in order to finish some assignments on time. The experiences we hoped for our senior year didn't come to fruition due to a worldwide pandemic. We could even go as far as to say that we were essentially deprived of our senior year. And yet, we held to our beliefs and crossed that finish line together. We are here tonight despite all of it. We made history. We share a story that can be told to future generations. We overcame one of the world's largest roadblocks in history. To the parents and teachers, I'm willing to bet you all have not had a great time of virtual learning and dealing with new difficulties. It is already a stressful job to raise your child into a productive person, to guide your child and children down a path that you envision they strive for. But then to do it when the world is its worst. I commend every one of you for your diligence and support, and I thank you for not giving up on us. I thank you for the attention you gave and the words of encouragement along the way. This year has took a toll on everyone. Teachers, staff, parents. You did what you could to make our final year feel its most normal. You met our needs, and we are grateful to you. I think it is appropriate to give a round of applause for all you've done for us. Class of 2021, please applaud. I mean it when I say that every single person in the stadium has done a tremendous amount of work and has put forth an insurmountable amount of effort to push through this abominable, never-ending season of uncertainty. We were all in this together, and we made it through the wall of unpredictability together. This has certainly not been a typical senior year, yet I encourage all of you to take something from it, and then mold it into something that will help you in the future. You have proven that you have what it takes to overcome and achieve. Wherever individual roads lie may take you, I wish but nothing for the best for you in your future endeavors. For class of 2021, congratulations, and thank you.
Nice job. Nice job. Very well done, Chris. Big round of applause for Chris, please. Our final student speaker for the evening is our class valedictorian, Marlene Augustine Tomas. Marlene is the daughter of Rosario Tomas Lopez. She's a member of the Academy of Health Science and Technology. Marlene has achieved a 4.0 status all 4 of her high school years. She was a member of the Michigan State Pipeline Program and attended WMCAT. She was awarded the Ralph G. Conger Fund Award, the Charles E. Homer Award for Outstanding Science Student, and plans to attend the Grand Rapids Community College in the fall and transfer to Western Michigan University to pursue a degree in psychology. At this time, I would like to introduce Marlene Augustine Tomas as she gives her valedictorian address. Marlene.
Good evening, all my peers, faculty, family, and friends. My name is Marlene Agustin Tomas, and I stand here today as a 2021 valedictorian to deliver a message to this year's graduating class. Before I do so, I want to give a quick thank you to my family and friends who have supported me and made this accomplishment possible. I especially want to shout out my beautiful and strong mother, who has not only given me life, but has raised me into the person I am today. So, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Because without you and everyone else in my life, I would not have been able to give this lengthy and slightly cliche speech. Now, I am aware that due to my quiet personality, I am nothing more than a stranger to most of you. I understand that my words may not have any value or weight to them, but I ask you to listen for a few minutes to what I have to say. To start, I want to congratulate us for making it through this very unique and stressful year, but for also enduring 12 years of education. We went from crying children that refused to let go of our parents' hands and gripped as tight as we could on the first day of school, to upperclassmen that used those same hands to grip our diploma. And in a few years' time, we will use these hands to grip a college diploma, an employer's hand, the key to a new house or car, or even a spouse's hand. Life can be a roller coaster, and it will throw us all in different directions, and all we can do is close our eyes and hope for the best, and at the same time, enjoy it. We only have one chance in life, so let us embrace these new changes and make the most out of them. But although we are paving our own path to the future, let us not forget the time that we have spent at the school. Let's do a quick activity, even though I know you're tired of them by now. I want you to imagine the face of a friend or friends that have stuck with you through your ups and downs. Who are they? What's their name? What's your favorite memory that you both share? I'll wait. Now I want you to come back to this moment and ask yourself, do you still plan to be friends with them after today? The number one advice that I was given before entering high school was to keep my true friends close because some will slowly but surely drift away, and this proved to be true. I will now give you the same advice because even if your memories of school assignments and tests begin to undoubtedly fade into nothing, your friends will always be there as a reminder of the joyful times that you have experienced these past years. Our childhood is long gone, and we are taking our first steps into adulthood. Today might be the end of high school, but I would be lying if I told you it's the end of your struggles. After today is the start of new stress, anxiety, and tears, but never let that hold you back from enjoying the new adventures, smiles, and laughs. I do not know you personally, and you do not know me, but we all have something in common, and that something is potential. We have all shown the strength of that potential today as we walk across the stage, but I know that's not the end of it. We are no longer innocent children. We have had a small taste of what the world has to offer, so let's take full advantage of that and challenge the world and ourselves. Let's push past our limits and create our own opportunities and make our own accomplishments. And after you have reached your peak, sit down, take a deep breath, and reminisce. So, class of 2021, I'll leave you with this. Be proud of what you have accomplished today, and let the cap and gown you are wearing be proof of your hard work. Strive for more, and I wish you the best. Good luck. Thank you.
Very well done, Marlene. Big round of applause for all three students that came up here and spoke. Man, it takes guts to get up here in front of your classmates and family and friends. At this time, all graduates will please take their places with the graduating class. Now, I would like to invite our graduates to the stage for an individual presentation of their diploma. Announcing the names of the graduates of this evening, our Grand Rapids Montessori and Innovation Central teaching staff, Mr. Dan Morse, Mrs. Leanne McCready, and Mrs. Carrie Johnson.
Will the Grand Rapids Montessori graduates please stand and come to the stage? Antonio Ojeda. Ava Baldus. Lainey Brown. Lucas Dufty. Abby Ettinger. Ariana Hernandez. Chastity Lauren Hicks. Cavante Lagrone. Aries Maiden. Maria Maldonado Varela. Ella Morton. Katie Rose. Jathan Johnson. Jasmine Hines. Marvin Hester Jr. Divine Hatunga. Ashton Q. Eady. Nyla Davis. Majesty J. Blakely. Jacqueline Avalos. Eva Vanderzee. Lincoln Jeffrey Dale Vance. Luca Vanderlaan. Juan David Zavala. In her absence, we would like to recognize Brianna Robinson, Grand Rapids Montessori, class salutatorian.
Will the first row for Innovation Central please stand up? Marlene Augustine Tomas. Christopher Sanchez Tamayo. Stephanie Ramirez. Makaya Foster. Shambara Abdullah. Jory Flowers. Elizabeth Perez. Luis Ramirez Pedro. Devin Billups. Jose Barrios Monzon. Jennifer Venegas. David Allen. Manny Alvarez. Judith Alvarez Soto. Jennifer Arellano. Chantel Bell. Jacqueline Benitez. Karina Betancourt. Jordan Bledsoe. Jada Brown. Brian De La Cruz. Danny Diaz. Noah Combs. Lashonda Cole. Estelita Chajal Perez. Elizabeth Castro Pumay. Astrid Carmona. Gisela Calderon Gomez. Lisbeth Calderon Garcia. Autumn Burrows. Valentin Duran. Ángel Escobar Loarca. Kiari Felix. Asal Fleye. José Flores. Tony Flores. Michaela Foster. Daniela Gallegos. Jose Garcia. Vanessa Garcia Hernandez. Deshaun Holsey. Faris Iradacunda. Nicole Hughes. Everardo Hernandez Rios. Alma Hernandez. Tyreek Enriquez. Ashley Guillen. Brandon Green. Vanessa Gonzalez Hernandez. Jawan Gates. Amarion Jackson. Darius James. Lakeisha Jenkins. Nyasia Jarnigan. Kayla Jones. Aiden Kaltenberg. Ayana King. Amari Kirkendall. Amaris Lee. Kylia Lee. Miles Mathis. Shayla Martin. Ivan Mahoro. Jose Mancha. Jose Loredo. Alberto López Ramos. Gabriel Loarca López. Efraín Loarca López. Floridalma Loarca. Celina Loarca Aguilar. Stephanie Medina. Jason Mendez. Wilfredo Miranda López. Guadalupe Moreno Torres. Lilian Mumporeze. Abigail Lee Newman Seveny. Gladys Pablo Lopez. Eric Ordonez. Rashawn Patterson. Calodro Patterson. Jakari Richardson. Jasmine Reese. Maria Elena Ramirez Perez. Kamaya Pulfus. Javier Puente Vargas. Aubrey Prevost. Elmer Porras. Maribel Perez Rosario. Anais Pearson. Christian Perdomo. Luis Rivera Cartagena. Nartise Richardson. Efren Rios. Kimberly Robledo Perez. Esmeralda Rodriguez. Memphis Rosales Moyo. Jocelyn Rubio Garcia. Jesus Ruiz Orellana. Alyssa Sally. Brian Santiago Alvarez. Fabiola Vasquez. Isaiah Vasquez. Gustavo Vargas Hernández. Divine Uinesa. Philemon Tumusifu. Miles Tribal Peace. Brianna Torres. Charnesia Terrell. Ronaldo Tema. Margarita Sauceda Barrientos. Cartier Williams. Kiai Watson. Miguel Wilson. Samaya Yusuf.
Well done. Thank you very much. That was excellent. President Shockey, will you please join me at the podium? Tonight, I present to you 140 candidates for graduation. As principal of Innovation Central High School, I certify that all candidates who will be receiving diplomas have met or exceeded all of the requirements as set forth by the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education and the state of Michigan.
On behalf of the Board of Education, faculty, and staff of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, it is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2021 for Innovation Central High School and the Grand Rapids Montessori High School. And with the power vested in the board by the state of Michigan, I hereby confer diplomas on each. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Shockey. Will the members of the class of 21 please rise and face the audience? Members of the class of 2021, join me in moving your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you the Grand Rapids Montessori High School and Innovation Central High School class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates will appreciate it if the audience remains seated until all graduates have exited the field. Will honored stage guests please rise for our recessional?
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab us in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you bought? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. fun. Talk like a winner, my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. Oh, body boy, plus way back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
The mountain top, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike for you. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitch's mouth. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd, feeling melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
Gotta love the life that we live in.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. I get a good feeling, yeah.
You came to have a good time tonight. Let me hear you say yeah.